In this episode, guys, I'm going to be telling you guys the difference between or the travel experience between Lufthansa, between Qatar Air, and between British Airways. Okay, so if you're interested in traveling to the UK, to Canada, to the US, and you're looking to go on any one of these airlines, I'm going to tell you the difference from my personal standpoint, from my experience. So if you're interested in this content, why don't you give me just 1 second? I'm going to dash off to the market. You guys are smart. You already know what comes next. Let's get it.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but it's fair still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello Chronicles, hello YouTube, how are you and you all doing today? It's still your value-based King Fuse out with another value-packed episode. Now, like I said in the introduction, in this episode, I'm going to be telling you guys the difference in customer experience between Lufthansa, between BA, and between Qatar Air. And at the end, if you stick with me to the very end, I'm going to tell you which I think is the best out of all three. Okay? Now, let's start with Lufthansa. Now, Lufthansa is a very good airline. It's amazing. It's very, very good. And their stewards and stewardess are from diverse backgrounds. And this is very important. It's very important when you have stewardess or stewards from China, from Africa, from Europe, from America. It just means that diversity, so they understand the difference in culture. Okay, so it's easy for them to meet the requirements and needs of their customers. Now, BA, I think the drawback to BA, like I always say this in my videos, I'm a very tall guy. My height is 6'4", 6 feet 4 inches. So the space in BA is very, very tight. The space in Lufthansa, I beg your pardon, is very, very tight. It's very, very cramped up. And their in-house entertainment is not particularly the best, but their meal serve is impeccable. It's very good. Their stewardess are polite. They're not rude, so you're not going to get embarrassed when you travel with Lufthansa. But their ticket price is expensive compared to the ones I'm going to talk about next. It's expensive. Now let's come to BA. BA is not diverse. So the stewards and stewardess are not from a diverse background. They're usually all British people. And this is a problem. This is a problem. When I flew with BA, for some strange reason, they just felt that everybody was English or everybody should be English. Maybe this was not their intent, but it just cut across that way. And many times when they were serving their in-flight meals, like 3 times they jumped me. It feels like that wedding where they say they served everybody, and when it was time to give the toothpick for you to clear your teeth, they gave you a toothpick. So they crossed me like 3 times, and it was the 2 women seated by my left and by my right that literally reminded me, oh, aren't you going to eat? And I had to look at the steward and said, I'm just waiting for them. And I had to say it loud for them to know that I had not eaten. And all the time they kept telling me the same thing. I thought you've been served. I'm like, if I've been served, I'm sure you see the plate in front of me. But they have this nonchalant way of dealing with people like some English folks do. So this is, like I said, these are my opinions. These are not opinions of black people, Nigerians, Africans. This is just my personal experience. I believe that BA needs to do more about its customer in-flight experience. And fair play to them. The space between their chairs are very comfy. Very 6'4" guy. I sat, was very comfortable. I was able to sleep when I went into sleep. And their in-flight entertainment is amazing. Amazing. But BA is very expensive. In fact, if I said Lufthansa was expensive, BA makes Lufthansa look like a little kid. Very expensive. Very, very expensive. Now, let's talk about Qatar Air. Now, Qatar Air is by far to me the best out of all of them. Qatar Air is the best one. Their in-flight entertainment is amazing. The drawback to Qatar Air is, just like Lufthansa, the space in between seats is criminal. It's very tight. When I left, I had to take off my shoes first, and when I got off the flight, it was cramped up. Now, let's just go back to BA a little bit. Now, BA, they offer direct routes to your destination. There's no layover, there's no stoppage. They go straight to the destination. Lufthansa usually have one stop. They usually have one stop, so you have layover in Lufthansa. But Lufthansa, the layover doesn't take time. The layover is usually an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, and the plane takes off again. Now, Qatar Air, let's come back to Qatar Air. So Qatar Air is very affordable. Among all three, I've flown with all three of them. Qatar Air is by far. I couldn't believe how affordable it was. If you want to know the cost of any one of these airlines, just hit me down in the comment section or slide into my DM on Instagram, and I'll be sure to tell you how much I paid. And these are recent reviews. These are recent flights I've taken. So Qatar Air is very good. Qatar Air is very good. Apart from the cramped up space on their flights, their entertainment is good. They have over 4,000 programs on their menu for you to choose from. 4,000 movies alone. That is criminal. That's insane. And their meals among all three. So BA's meal was horrible. Lufthansa was all right, but Qatar Air was the bomb. And trust me, guys, you're not even paying me to say this. I'm not endorsing. I'm not receiving any money from endorsement. Nobody's paying me at all, but I'm just talking about my raw customer experience. It was just amazing traveling with Qatar Air. And just like Lufthansa, their stewards and stewardess are from diverse cultures and backgrounds, so it was easy for them to cater to the need of people. There was only one negative thing I noticed about the steward and stewardess I think it was a stewardess on the flights from Nigeria to the UK through Doha. I noticed that when they wanted to land, a customer was in the bathroom about to ease himself. The steward knocked. She knocked and the customer didn't respond, and then she found a way to open and looked inside. I just felt that was a little bit off for me. If you see the door is closed, you just respect the fact that your customer is in there and you wait for them to finish. So I didn't like that, but BA is amazing. But one of the negatives is with not BA, I'm talking about Qatar Air. I don't know why I'm mixing them. Qatar Air was amazing. This happened on board Qatar Air. Now Qatar Air, you have to lay over in Doha, and the layover is very long, by far the long. It's longer than Lufthansa. Qatar Air, the layover is 5 hours, 30 minutes. This is negative. But what they actually have in negative, they make by far the affordability of the flight. So I hope, guys, that by now you guys know the difference, in my view, in my opinion, my point of view, between Lufthansa, BA, and Qatar, and you can make the right choice if you want to travel using any of this airline companies. Okay, if this video was helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, do me a favor, guys. Let's grow together. Go down, smash the subscribe button, like the video, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with your friends and family members, particularly those who are interested in traveling abroad. And if you have inquiries, if you don't want to leave them down in the comment section here on YouTube, why don't you slide into my DMs on Instagram, or send me a message on X, or even leave me a message on TikTok. I'm active on all of them, even LinkedIn, and our handles on all four are the same, at Fuse Chronicles. Okay, and if you're interested, guys, if you're interested in knowing more about the 11 mistakes I made that almost denied me my visa to the UK, why don't you click on the video that is going to pop up to my right, and you can get to know more about these mistakes and try to avoid them so that you don't get denied your visa. And until the next one, I remain your value-based King Fuse. I'll see you guys on the next cut. Bye-bye for now.